Hello and welcome again at Stocks Advisor. In today's episode, we will talk about FuelCell Energy Incorporated, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name FCEL. Well, speaking of FCEL, of course, we see today it was a strong day of decline, finishing at 1846 with minus 16.55. Still after hours, we are like volatiling around zero. So these numbers could change, but overall, for a company with market capitalization of about 5.95 billions, this is of course a very significant decline. And if you look what happened, looking at the daily charts, you can see here that after having very strong increase of the price from November 2020 and having these big spikes and waves, now we are in the major correction move. So it's not that bad what's happened. I mean, of course, it's bad in the price decline, but it's quite expectable here. It's a major correction sequence is going. It's bad if you are in the portfolio, if you keep it at the moment from these top levels. But for those who consider to enter, it opens very interesting buy opportunities. Because if you look at the volume trades, nothing dramatic is happening in that sense. So there is no emergency. The volume is still although increasing, but still kind of in the level of standard trades. It's not spiking at the moment. Looking of moving averages, these are moving average 20, 50, and 200, as always being depicted at our charts. Here on the left, you see their legends, green, blue, and red lines correspondingly. You can see that moving average 20, and actually all three of them are starting to bend down, which is normal. And this means that we could have further deceleration of the price, and at least if you would imagine and continue those, and at least what we could observe here or expect here is the rebounds from moving average 20-50 and trapping. So if it might start from these levels and then immediately spike either to moving average 20 or a little bit higher, and then go for the major correction and then grow again. And that's how you can play here. So you can re-enter on these kind of stocks, which is nice. And always speaking of profit target, I would like immediately to mention that it's 10 to 15% that we discuss at our channel, that's what we advise. And that's how we decide and consider our analysis and opinion to be correct afterwards. So, and we also encourage you to trade like this. So take your profit, re-enter if needed, or check other videos at our channel. You can always find something interesting. Even older videos are still fresh, because situation discussed there is just developing, so you can be just in time to buy. So how to trade here with FCEL? Of course, we need to hope for first spike, the first one that usually takes place from the entrapping of moving average 20 and 50, especially in the close proximity of moving average 50 here. Therefore, it's immediate buy call, anything below the current price all the way till moving average 50. So this is immediate buy. And speaking of numbers, these would be, if we would, let's say, write it here, it would be between 1640 to 1846. So that's the channel to enter, and be immediate buy. Again, if it rebounds first time, this is the profit you can take, and then you can wait for a longer decline. Also, it could immediately decline further, which is still possible. Although not that expected from purely technical point of view, because also there are very strong volatility levels here in the vicinity of moving average 50. But should the price decline further, well, then we just take it again at the lower levels at our next support channel, which is then the height being of about 14, and the lower part is about a bit higher. So it's here, it's about 1135. So if you would write it here, again, as we do on the left side, this would be 1135 to 14. So this is the first average down approach. So this is the first average down level if you want to follow it. And then should we decline further, so these would be the channels, let's call them S1, S2. And would we decline further? This can come only with some strong negative catalyst, of course. Then all this growth that we had from November should be cancelled and not expected from technical point of view, only if some negativity from news comes, but this also might take place. And therefore, it would be advised just to wait until the vicinity of this channel and actually moving average 200. So because with these levels, moving average 200 will be in between of this channel, making also a very strong double support line. Therefore, the level of S3, S4 would be the last, let's say, average down here if the price declines. It's not that we predicted, but if it does, and by that time moving average 200 will be somewhere in the middle here. So this way, the strong rebounds can be expected here, at least the technical rebounds where you can immediately exit with still with profit, and the profit target should be 10 to 15%. So those levels would be, if you would write it here, something between, let's say, 630 and 8. Indeed, a bit broad channel, but also the volatilities are enormous here. It would be then almost more than 3 times from the current price levels. Again, not expected, but you never know if any bad catalysts come, because although it's still almost 1 billion market capitalization company, but don't forget that in November it was actually 10 times smaller, so it was almost in the area of penny stocks. And this 1 billion is purely sitting in the price of the stocks, but not in operational cash. And this is why these kind of stocks could be very volatile. So this is the table numerical. If you like to trade, if you more like graphical representation, it's here. You can just make a screenshot of it and use it as a trading card. And still it's positive, hoping for rebounds from S1, S2, and then having volatility in that channel between, let's say, 24 and S1 later on. So that the entering and trading strategy is 5 portions. What does it mean at our channel? It means that the money you would like to play here, you can split in 5, and then you buy with 1 portion in the first circle. If needed to average down, you do it with another 2 portions in the second circle. And if negative news comes and you have to average down, then you do it again with 2 portions in the last circle here. This way it will be the best optimization of profit versus loss. And still speaking of rebouncing and possibilities, as I said, the volume traded was not that huge, so it's not that people are exiting in numbers. It's just a healthy correction at the moment. Even could be accelerated a little bit with some negativity in news, but still it's in major speaking, it's a correction. RSI wise, it might become spiky because it's already in the middle of the 50s, so it could go up and down, also confirming the discussion that we had here with the first rebounds and then further depletion of the price. And MACD wise, we are forming a classical correction negative wave. It will be very deep, but then it will start recovering. And once it starts, it will also have these very big upwards moves and waves where you can make the target price and let's say the target profit that we discussed at our channel being 10 to 15%. So with this being said, that's how you could play with FCEL. Quite nice stock though. We'll be also watching it closely. Again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're first time watching this video, and also we can stay connected not only on YouTube but also at social medias like Facebook, Instagram. Also, you can check our free mobile application for Android devices called Stocks Advisor. You can find the link in the description to this video. Please check those. Let's stay connected. Good luck with FCEL and see you at another episodes of Stocks Advisor channel.